Did you know that 1 in 8 people in Nebraska go to bed hungry every single night? Well, me, Colton, and JP have a solution to that problem, and that solution is called Last Call. The problem is simple and one that everyone can relate to. 40% of the food in America goes uneaten, 1 in 5 kids in Nebraska go to bed hungry at night, and there is an overall lack of environmental awareness and lack of social responsibility among those around us. Last Call is a zero-waste concept restaurant that functions both as a restaurant and a liaison for other businesses looking to sell and/or donate their food. Last Call will collect excess food from grocery stores, farmers markets, co-ops that our partners have partnered up with in the past, and we will also accept food donations following strict guidelines from Saving Grace, Produce from the Heart, and FoodNet. As a restaurant, we will repurpose our food quickly and sell through our daily menu. Our daily menu is a cycling menu that offers different types of meals based on the types of donations that we see that week. And then any food that we are unable to sell by the end of the day will go to hungry people in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is basically how our menu looks. Every single day we have a consistent 5 things on our menu that includes a sweet and spicy chicken wrap, buffalo chicken wrap, California club wrap, southwestern veggie wrap, and a creamy avocado and white bean wrap. Apart from that, we have the special menu. As I just explained, it's going to be single items based off of the donations that we get that week. Our target market are socially environmentally conscious individuals and professionals and students looking for quick, convenient meals. Apart from that, we have the volunteers and donators looking to get involved with eliminating food waste in Nebraska, and then also the grocery stores, farmers market, and those who are donating to us as a company. There are 3 organizations that we are trying to partner up with: Saving Grace, Produce from the Heart, and FoodNet. What these organizations do and why they would benefit us is that they receive bulk donations from different restaurants across Nebraska, like Old Chicago, Chipotle, Auntie Anne's, etc. And they go ahead and they go and donate that food to food banks, soup kitchens, shelters. And it would really just be good to partner up with them to do what they're doing on a different aspect, like our restaurant, and really get into their network as well. The main competition that we will face in the Lincoln area is just basically restaurants that provide their customers with quick, healthy, convenient meals. So Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Grateful Greens, Maggie's Vegetarian Wraps. And what parts us from those is Last Call is also giving back to the community and the environment. So this is just a look at our menu. So for the Fit 5 wraps, you are going to be paying in between $6 and about $8.50 per wrap. And then we do offer an option called Pay It Forward. So what that is you'd be paying a couple dollars more to give another person a wrap. So essentially you would be buying 2 wraps for $11, 2 wraps for $11.50, but the second wrap would be going to somebody in need. So this is just our variable costs for each of the Fit 5 wraps on our main menu. Basically how much it costs us to make each individual one. And then on top of that, how much extra it costs us personally as a company to implement the Pay It Forward. So this was our break-even point. We just did a calculation. Basically, we would have to sell 3,255 wraps every month in order for us to break even with all of our costs and expenses. So this is just a breakdown of our fixed costs per month and our startup costs. Our fixed costs per month end up totaling $4,068 with rent, wages, utilities, and supplies. Our startup cost for our kitchen equipment is estimated to be around $25,000. We could reduce that by doing a rent to own for our equipment. That is something that we have really considered. Currently, our team consists of 3 people. Colton Jones, who is a business administration major. He's going to focus on company management, account management, external partners, and day-to-day business operations. Me, Katie Huettner, I'm a business management major, and I'm going to focus on marketing, advertising, HR, and day-to-day business operations. John is also a business administration major, and he's going to focus on the finances and accounting and along with our day-to-day business operations. Last Call really lacks restaurant professionals, so we are really looking to hire culinary professionals right off the bat. because we really feel like that would help us overall succeed, and it would be very, very beneficial to all of us as a team. Last Call has a couple of milestones that we hope to reach in the near future. We want to have our startup loan paid off by the end of year 3. We want to integrate 1-for-1 if demand allows. The 1-for-1 that we want to do is you buy one and then you just get one free. So it would totally take away the pay it forward. You just wouldn't have to pay for that. And so you just buy your wrap and you automatically are giving one to someone in need. We want to grow our restaurant network by 5 each year. And then last, we want to have less than 5% of food waste by the end of year 3. We hope to really just succeed this through our restaurant and grow it, get the word out, and really hope people hop on board and really try to make a difference with us. We are asking for $50,000 debt financing. This is mainly for our startup costs and then also to hire the restaurant professionals that we are really seeking to find. So the future of Last Call. As a team, we have decided to not pursue this business idea. Throughout the research that we have done throughout this class, we have come to the conclusion that Last Call is just too big of a risk for us to be taking at this time. Our entire business idea relies way too heavily on the partnerships and sponsorships that we would be able to have in order to gain a profit. Apart from that, we currently don't have the network and the experience we would need to be successful. We don't even have, like I said, we don't even have a professional in the restaurant industry, and I believe that that is very vital to our success. Okay, so some questions that we have received a lot inside and outside of the classroom. One, how does the daily special menu work? So the daily special menu is more of like a rotating menu that the items are more dependent on the kind of donations that we get that day or week. We expect the items to be more creative and fun and really, really good, but they also really just depend on the donations. So we hope for the daily special menu to be our most popular items on the menu. So how are you going to give your food away at the end of the day? We have discussed this in a few different ways, and so the top 2 ways that we have figured out how to do this is we could either put a refrigerator in the front of our restaurant and end up putting in all the wraps that we have at the end of the day or what's ever left off the daily special menu, and just making it a more of a first come first basis kind of deal, and you can just come and go and grab whatever's left. Or we were also thinking about actually personally going to deliver the leftover wraps and food that we have at the end of the day to homeless shelters, food banks, soup kitchens, or anything like that. So we haven't quite decided on what exactly we want to do yet. What are your hours of operation? We're going to be open Monday through Saturday. Early in the morning, probably like 7 o'clock, to later afternoon around 4. We're going to leave Sunday open to volunteer at food banks and stuff, and then later in the afternoons really get our daily special menu together and collect all of our donations and stuff. So how do our partners work? So like I said earlier, Saving Grace and all those companies, organizations, they already have so many partners. That's why we want to partner with them so that we really just get our foot in the door with all of their networking and really get more people on board. So that's how we plan to work with our partnerships. I really hope that answered all of your guys' questions. So this is just a summary of all 3 of our main takeaways from this course. The main thing that we all had in common that we were all shocked about was how much time and effort you really have to put in to be an entrepreneur. It is really not the idea that makes you an entrepreneur. It's your team and how you learn to implement it and all the dedication and commitment and time that you put in to this idea. It is definitely not the idea like we all came into this class thinking. It is the performance that you put after that. So we would like to thank you for a very good semester, and we really learned a lot from this course.